Right, let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. What happened after the game is just not cool. ZWANE might be a bad coach, an inexperienced coach, a clueless coach, whatever that people are calling him, but that does not justify why you would throw objects at that person. Like if whatever that they threw at him was just 2 inches up or 1 inch or very close, because they said it was a cut under his eye, he could have lost his eye. And what were people gonna say? He deserves it because he is a bad coach. Like if you were late with whatever that you were asked to do by your boss and you didn't deliver, does that mean now people should come and throw stones at you, or your manager or the people that you are serving should come at you and start throwing stones? No, it's not justifiable. It's unacceptable. And I will not engage with people abazoti. It serves them right. That's the only language that these mtaunges do, because this thing doesn't stem from just indaba yokuthi fans are angry. It just stems from how we do things as black people. Sometimes we always choose violence. We have problems right now in our country of gender-based violence. Women are being killed left, right, and center because men, what do they say? Abezwa labafaz. The only language they understand ukuthi sibashaye. So lezinto lezi abantu abazenza emakhaya kubafazi babo sebehamba bayozenza manje nasemagroundini. It's barbaric. It's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. People marched in 2020 when there was a problem and went to Naturena and said, no, we need to see changes. Why not do the same? I know Guti, this is not like every Kaizer Chiefs fan, but I just have to say to Guti, no, we cannot sit here and defend nonsense because it's nonsense. Having said that, hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Belo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. I'm a Khosi Football Club, and we'll talk about and give the player ratings for yesterday's match. And I have a flu. Yeah, within 1 week of being in SA, I'm already sick. And weird enough, I'm starting work tomorrow and I'm sick. Anyways, we'll start to do Peterson himself. Once again, same mistake 2 weeks running. It's unacceptable. Once again, you're a goalkeeper. Once again, you make the same mistake. There is no communication between your left back and your left-footed centre back. Again, you don't communicate with them in a proper way, or what he did is like, hey, I will get the ball. It doesn't get the ball. If you are not sure, I was told this at primary, if you are not sure whether you're going to get the ball or not, hlale palini. Mosukufuna ukuphuma manje upancha yonke into ngoba iseboxing. Look what happened. Because the game turned, you gave Supersport a chance to score. They are done. And Peterson, because of that, I'm not just rating him based on that mistake. I'm rating him based on the fact that it's 2 or 3 weeks in a row now that we're seeing the same mistake. So it definitely gets a 2. Next one is Frosla, who's once again. Angimbonanga game in Frosla, man. I didn't. It's once again the thing, Yoguti. Whenever I saw him, he was taking a set piece. And it was just like 2 steps. He made 2 steps and then kicked the ball. And it was so casual and it didn't look great. The other players have a technique abakwazi ukuthi bethi 2 steps back and then they can kick the ball and reach their target. He's not that player right now. And this casual nature of our players, ngizokhuluma ngocoach, is also affecting the team, because bringing up Pietermaritzburg or whoever next season, if our players are still going to treat this thing that they do in this casual manner, then we're going to continue seeing unacceptable behavior like yesterday. I'm not condoning it. Just saying, though, they are pushing these people who are glass happy, trigger happy, stone happy to do the things. So Frosla Goyena, he gets a 4. Ngezana, he almost made a mistake because he allowed a cross and it got in. It felt like our players were switched off, but then again in other moments he was there. But Goyena, I'll just give him a 5.5. Dove, once again, miscommunication, no Peterson leads to a goal, another 4. Hlanti, miscommunication, not Dove, no Peterson, 2 weeks in a row, another 4. Supposed to be 3. Sebe, yesterday, he ended up being taken out because he was tired and because, well, there was nothing to do for him because the Supersport was sitting deep at that moment. And when he did play, it was just an average game. So I'll give him a 5. Yusuf Mat, it's weird. I always say this thing. It's weird about Mat. Uguti can perform so great against the Pirates. Then literally 7 days later, you don't see Uguti Wenzani grounding. It's like, what happened? Like, what happened? Another 5. Then Usaile Bafetu naye. I don't know whether it's the pressure or what is happening with him. He's slowly transitioning into being Sehot. and he feels the need to take all the responsibility on himself. And now it opens a door for other players to justify why they wouldn't pass him the ball. Because he gets the ball, he forces things, now even tries to get penalties that don't exist. And because of that, another 4. We move to Shabalala, who was there, Shem, but he was bullied by Ndlovu. I said this pre-match. He was bullied by Ndlovu and he had no chance of doing anything. And because of that, he was just struggling to be in the game. But yeah, na shame, he tried. I'll give him a 6. Usolomonzi, again, a player who was so good last week against Pirates. Yesterday, she was just running like a headless chicken. Again, it's a team that is better organized, that is playing a different system, that does not allow spaces behind the mat defenders up. So it's not easy for him to have joy and to find these spaces that he was finding against the Pirates. Which makes me question, Gutiganti, do we not look at how these teams play and analyze their games and then change strategy based on the team that we are playing? Because you can't approach a game of Supersport the same way you approach a game of Pirates. They play 2 different kind of football. So Guayano Solomons yesterday had a below average performance, 4.5. Then Dupree, disappointing. That's all I can say from yesterday. And I don't know. He struggles if the team doesn't leave spaces behind. It just does. And that's another. He tried creating. I'll give him. Uguti did try to create izinto. And we're talking Nomandla Uguti. Most of the times he's not in the box because he's trying to make things happen. Yet in a position he starts as a 9. But then it transitions into a false 9 if we have to collect the ball deep and try to create. The problem is that he was forcing his into yesterday and he lost the ball a lot of times. So I'll give him a 5.5. Going to our subs, the first one is Umacheke Uzita. Ukwinik didn't have much to do. I'll just give him a 5 for being there. Sehota had a better game yesterday, Shem, I'm not gonna lie. But nah, it wasn't like, hey, excellent Sehota. I'll just give him a 6. A player, Caleb Imenyimana, I'm sorry, Shem. I'm sorry. I will not give him a rating because he played shorter time. Because again, so to ananga kumpilo no Pimenyimana, mpila kamfuna Pimenyimana. So I'll just went to Samgelo ZWANE, who had a very good game, I think a ground in Izolo, the player who had a good game was Samgelo Klesikata Stolile. Umdu had a good game also. And also please like the video if you're enjoying and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So Samgelo had a good game. I feel like if he was given more time alongside Umdu Bedlale Zama 80 Boba 2, it would have changed izinto because by the looks of things, in Supersport, the way they were playing, they had to Makaman Ndlovu in midfield. So it was 2v3. And I wonder how they were always first to the ball because we had a numerical advantage in midfield. Of course, Olungu, they dropped into midfield to add numbers. But that's why Dupree dropped into midfield to make it 4v4. But that's why once again Osile can drop into midfield and try to overload. But we didn't see that. It's like abadlali bethu abasebenzisa amakhanda kwesinye isikhathi. But uZWANE, I will give him shame for his efforts. 7. ZWANE himself, the coach. I will say this. Late subs, I don't get that. It's still a thing that he needs to work on if he does stay in this job. And I will talk more about ZWANE in some videos this upcoming week. So, guys, what should I take for iflu? I have a sore throat over here. And in Katele, and I'm on my first day. I'm like, hello, children. So, what did you think about the game? Give me your own player ratings and what medicine I should take to, to get energy. Down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, remember, equals Alpelumo.